Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today it's a very good day as the Lord has made. Please pray the Lord's Prayer so as I can go direct. I've already prayed the prayer. I just want to go direct to the topic because I have few minutes and I want now to use them to teach this lesson. First of all, brothers and sisters, the good branches of the Lord, the natural branches of the Lord, the 12 tribes of Israel, your Congress has been established. You natural branches of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, your Congress have been established. It will be it will be occurring every week. Every week. It will start from 9 p.m. East African time. And then it will go 4 hours from 6 p.m. East African time to 10 p.m., whereby the whole natural branches, the sweet vines, the sweet branches of the Lord will be congregating together in these 12 tribes of Israel Congress. It will be right after our planned Sabbath, which usually do to our brother Judah the Hebrew. So once it reaches 6:00 p.m., automatically the Sabbath is over because we're only obligated to be there for the Sabbath as a token of unity with our brothers, as we did as a token of unity. But now these we, the natural vines, the natural branches, the 12 tribes of Israel, will go now to our Congress, and we are inviting anybody actually. This is for the whole natural branches. You Black Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, welcome. This is the meeting ID, and this is the password. We'll be sharing it in our. If you haven't joined you can join our channel, or you can just WhatsApp me. My numbers are open in Sub-Sahara Israelite. You go to Instagram, you just write you write this way, Sahara_Israelites. In Instagram, you get the numbers, or you click the link tree, you see, you join automatically to the family assembly where we'll be sharing this openly. So welcome the natural branches of Israel. We'll be using this one because some people want also to call you are the grafted in unnatural branches, giving you the nature of the other Gentiles which were not part of Israel. And let's dive into that. Because I've seen brothers who want to remove Yesu as king over us and put them king. They also want to remove us from the natural branch of Jacob. And they want to establish themselves as both the sitting king, David, and also the natural branch, thing which will show you it's not scripture. So you natural branches of the Lord, which the Lord loves you so much, be happy because your Congress is here. No one has that power to give you bad names, which even Moses gave them to the Gentiles. Let's go now direct to the scriptures. I will use Bible Gateway. I'll use Bible Gateway just for easiness sake. Okay, let's start with, first of all, the topic of today, which is John 15. The vine, I liked how it's written here. The vine and the vines and the branches. The vines and the branches. This vine here, brothers and sisters, is being explained well. This is our King, Yesu. And here on the branches, it's us, the 12 tribes of Israel. So here Jesus is saying, yes, King Jesus is saying, I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. He carries on our King, our only King, which we love so much as the brotherhood. He says this. He even called us friends. He's so loving. Look at his tone. Look how he loves us. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and wither. Such branches are picked up, thrown into fire, and burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you might bear much fruit, showing yourself to be my disciples. Very important things, things which we have instituted. Let me put my earphones, so as we can carry on. Oh, okay. Let me just connect them here. 1 minute. Okay, it's connected, I think. Thank you for your patience, brothers and sisters. Yeah, we carry on. So as the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. You are much loved, beloved, natural branches of God, of our King. Don't feel bad. Forgive the brothers who are calling you now wild branches, grafted in. We'll go and touch that. Just forgive them. Just forgive them. They have no power over that. You just remain in love. Remain in love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandment and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that you may be complete. You have to be joyous, brothers and sisters. Behold, you have your congregation now. No one will lord over you except your king. Yes, so they have no power. They can only just talk. So we carry on to see. My command is this. This is the commandment you have to do. Love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down his life for ones of his friends. He's even our friend. He has laid down his life for us, not those other brothers who want to be lord over you. They cannot lay down their life for you. They just want to oppress you. No, they will see. They will see. They will see and they will learn how not to. They have to respect the Lord's natural branches, the true vines. They will learn this. You are my friend if you do what I command. For I no longer call you servants. These people are trying to call you servants. But even Christ no longer calling you servants. Don't worry. Forgive them. Carry on with the love. Because the servant does not know his master's business. Because they thought they are the light to us. Because we don't know anything, we have to go to them to learn. No, we are not servants. Because our God calls us friend. And we know his business. We reveal tribes. We even could recognize calendars which are following the books of Jubilees and Enoch. That's why we gave honors to brothers. Now they want to leverage against the word and against the position of our king. They want to do manipulation tactics. But remain in love, forgive them. Instead, I have called you friends. You are the friends of the Lord. For everything that I learned from my father, I have made known to you. Everything we have been made known to us, brothers. The natural branches, you 12 tribes of Israel, who are brethren in love. No one is above no one. Carry on, Lucy. This is your king, Yesu, the one, the son of David from the tribe of Judah, the one who won the scepter. And no one is taking out it from him. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you may go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command, love each other. So this is the command, brothers and sisters. I want you to not feel bad, because I know some of you have these weak hearts. Some of you have these weak hearts. You get discouraged easily with peoples who are establishing them. They are just establishing their judgment. They are doing nothing, brothers. They have no power. If they could have power, they could not be very zealous. They could just impose it. Power does not seek. They are powerless. That's why they are teaching they have power. If they could have power, they could not teach that. They could just show you. But you are called for this to be knowing the King, King Jesus, son of David. Then you are all brethren. You see here, all of us together doing the love fruits work, unity, mercy, providing for the needy, holiness. All of us, Judah, Ephraim, Levi, Simeon, Issachar, all of you as brethren. So don't feel discouraged. So today that's my lesson. I want to show you, and I'll go now to show you the verses they use to show that you are the grafted ins. I don't know what grafted ins. Romans 11. Like you are grafted in. Sorry, excuse me. That you are grafted in Judah as a tribe. The tribes are now the world branch grafted in Judah. But behold, you see, when you touch scripture, the good news about scripture, it will expose you. And the respect which people had for you will be diminishing the more you talk, the more you establish yourself as king, or try to establish your own personal tribe, which you're not sure of because you don't know if you're, according to your tribe, you don't know if you're Levi, Benjamin, or Judah. But you, because you are not that specific also, now you just take this and try to sit. Maybe we don't know if it's Benjamin will be King Saul. If it's Judah, it can even be Absalom. Because you just want to put away the part of our vine, our true vine, our true king. So just be careful. Just be careful, brothers and sisters. There are some topics, don't deal with them too much. At least do one topic about love works, about unity, the repentance the nation is doing. Consecutive topics about king, 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 king. Good. There will be your witness. There will be your witness. Those same topics will be your witness. So let's go and show you the true branches and the world branches, because you have called these 10 tribes as the world branches to be grafted in onto the tribe of Judah as a tribe. So we'll see what the scriptures say. First of all, this is Paul. He's speaking. He used this verse, Romans 11. I say then, has God cast away his people? First, who is God's people? Is that only Judah? God's people are the whole children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, meaning the Israelites. He said, God forbid, I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. The one speaking here is from the tribe of Benjamin. The one speaking here is not from the tribe of Judah as a tribe, as a tent. He's from the tribe of Benjamin. This prophet, I'll tell you even where he came from. His fathers are Mordecai, Nehemiah, then this Paul. We just put them up that because we have evidence. We know they don't know this, but okay, brothers and sisters, I think I had a challenge with my network. It played a little bit, so I was taken out. But let's carry on. Let's just carry on. So we were in this lesson here. This Paul here is from the tribe of Benjamin, as all of you have seen, not Judah. Because he sent the tribes. Now here is the place you have to clarify. They will have to graft in into Judah. Now we don't know it's Judah, Benjamin, like Paul is saying, Judah, Levi, because they are saying the Levitical priesthood has been taken away. Oh, Judah, Judah. That's another problem to be established. But let's carry on, because this was easy. We are grafted into Jesus, Yesu. And these grafted ins are not us. We're going to learn this. We're going to learn this. Just be patient. God has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Who are the people which God foreknew? The 12 tribes of Israel. Wot you not what the scripture says of Elias? How he make intercession to God of Israel, saying, Elias did an intercession. Elias, you have to know, is a Levite. This is a Levite, no Judah still here as a tribe. Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig thy altars, and I am left alone, but they seek my life. But look what God said to him. But what says the answer of the Lord to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed their knee unto the image of Baal. In the times of Elijah, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom were still in the land. They were separated, yes, but they were still in the land. And actually, Elijah has the problem mostly with the northern kingdom. So God is telling him, have remnants. In thy ways now, my forefather Elisha came to play, got the double portion. This is the same situation where now we see the Levites then chose double portion to an Ephraimite because he's the firstborn. But we don't go with those doctrines of pride. Even so, at this present time, so comparing that time of Elijah, even so at this present time, there are also a remnant according to the election of grace. Even in the time now at Jesus, or the times of the apostles, there were still remnants. I also told the brothers, our tribe specifically was still at Jerusalem in that time because Petro, you see, the 12 tribes were there at Jerusalem also. Not all of them came to Nazareth before. That's why you could find even the woman from Asher, you could find all the apostles of Jesus, according to my previous lessons, they come from one of the tribes among the 12 tribes of Jacob. So it's the same situation. Not one tribe like Judah as a tribe receiving all this when other tribes are not there. No. The one speaking here actually is Benjamin. Until now, we haven't seen Judah actually. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel has not obtained what? That which he seeks for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Is asking now, what not? Israel as a whole now have not received this, but the elect, who are the elect? The elect are the 12 tribes, chosen, sealed people from all tribes. But the other Israelites now were blinded, all of them, some from the southern kingdom, some from the northern kingdom, from all tribes. From all tribes were some elect, there were some blinded. Because if we go, before we'll study, there were a lot of Jews, even from the tribe of Judah, like the brother wanted to establish, which they were Hellenized at this time. And actually, when Paul was speaking this book to the Romans, most of the people now in this area were the Hellenized Jews. So if he's speaking to them, and you're saying that those blinded ones, or those who are coming to be grafted in, they are the wild branch. So what you're basically saying is the Hellenized Jews, maybe. which is not the case actually. Because you have to understand, who are these Gentiles? They are written in Deuteronomy 32. We're going to read it, but I want to finish to establish my point. According as it's written, God has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ear that they should not hear, unto this day. There are always in all tribes people who will not hear and people who will be elect. Go and study the sealing of the 144. You'll not see only the 144 from tribe of Judah, from all the tribes. Or go to the 12 disciples of Jesus, from all the tribes. You have to understand to understand. And David says, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. Let them go to this Deuteronomy 28 curses. They were for all of us. All of us. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Have the whole nation, the 12 tribes of Israel, stumbled so they fall? Paul the Benjamite, not a Judahite, said, God forbid, but rather, though through their salvation, through their fall, salvation come unto Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. So here now we see now salvation going to Gentiles when the whole nation of the 12 tribes is falling. So who are these Gentiles? The brothers, as usual, want to pin it on us. They like to pin the bad things on us so as they can establish themselves as king in the seat of our King Jesus. And we will not accept that. Because when Ephraim and Judah did unite and are united, the oaths are very clear. There will be one under the King David coming. The seat remained waiting for the king. There was no marriage like Ephraim is coming to be grafted into Judah. Those doctrines of gay, they should not be taught because you cannot marry Ephraim. You are brothers. You can't bring the point of, you see, you cannot partner like you're in marriage, using the analogy of marriage in a brotherhood. We are partnering as brothers, not as marriage. We are all the bride waiting the bridegroom, which is our King Jesus. So don't establish yourself as the men marrying the tribes. That gay is actually, we are valiant men. We are the rock. Respect us as we respect you. And respect the seat of our King. Because if you don't do that, both areas you'll find no power. You go to the King, heaven above, no power. You go back to the brother, you find you have no power. You'll just be rattling on YouTube. We are going to say this openly because now it's time people to understand this brotherhood has to go with love and respect and not using politics to substitute scripture. So let's see who are these Gentiles. Who the Gentiles' time must be fulfilled, the fullness. It's even written, Jerusalem will be trodden down for times until the Gentiles' time be fulfilled. So is it the northern kingdom time to be fulfilled? So let's carry on. For I speak to the Gentiles, inasmuch as I'm the apostle of the Gentiles, I magnify my office. Paul is now speaking to the Gentiles of the other nations here. Let's carry on and you'll see it. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, speaking of his flesh now. Now his flesh is what? The 12 tribes of Israel. And he's from Benjamin, no Judah here. Then now he wants to provoke to flesh these 12 tribes by now taking this gospel to the other Gentiles, which are called by the Lord's name, which they will be possessed by us, the 12 tribes. We'll read that, you'll see it. And might save some of them. And we're even doing this so as we can save our brothers. Because this doctrine now is proving to be a trap to them. Especially now that Ephraim is awakened. They had a free ride when they were just different camps.
of Judah, all agreeing on kingship and debating on all other things, not doing what love works. Game over, brothers and sisters. Unite in love works, leave the seat of the Christ alone, come to the humble level of your brothers. That's the only seat found for you. Or else, all of you, you'll face the judgment of that. For if the casting away of them be the reconciliation of the world, what shall be the receiving of them but the life from the dead? So, the receiving of the Israelites, 12 tribes in general, is now the life from the dead. The resurrection now, the first resurrection going to the millennium. It's not the receiving of Judah first, because they say themselves, they woke up first. Did the dead resurrect? This was pending now, our king coming and the whole nation, which all of us, some of us were blinded, except the chosen, the elect. The gospel went to the Gentiles. Go to Russia, the Orthodox Church. They know about Christ. Go to these beasts. They know about Jesus Christ, about Yesu, our King. All the nations cannot even utter what you're trying to utter. The blasphemy you are doing is even big than these nations are doing. Wanting to sit on the king seat. We'll see the king seat of Judah, as the line of Judah, of those kings of tribe, ended with Jeremiah 33:20. I will read it actually. You see it. That's why in the whole after Babylon, show me one king from Judah. When Zerubbabel came as a governor just to rebuild the temple, show me a king who was instituted from Judah, because you said the scepter shall never depart. But you are seeing in history the scepter departed for a long time ago, since the temple of Babylon was destroyed. Show me a king who sat. It's even now the Maccabees who became who Levites set as kings, not even Judah. Then they came the Herodians, which are Edomites. Then they came Pilate, which are the nations now, the Gentiles, the time of the Gentiles now. To this date, you say the scepter shall not depart, shall not depart. Actually, it's even now you are saying the scripture is saying false, because as you are speaking, since the collapse of the first temple of Solomon, the scepter has never been seen on Judah. Even Nehemiah, which rebuilt the walls, were from Benjamin. He went to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem because Jerusalem was in the tribe of Benjamin. He went for the sepulchre of his fathers. I'll give you the evidence. And the same Nehemiah came from Mordecai. The same line is where this brother here, Paul, is coming from. God was very keen not to bring even one Judah human king after doing his curse as he did in Jeremiah. We'll read that, you'll see. But now I'm still establishing who are these Gentiles. We'll see first. Okay. So, for if the first fruits be holy, brothers and sisters, the first fruits, we're speaking here as Ephraim, the firstborns, and our King Yesu, the firstborn of the firstborns. In love, come and humble yourself in the brotherhood congress. We will all stay as friends and brothers, but you'll not sit king over us, in the sense as you want to be a human king. We have a Judah king called Yesu, son of David. You can't establish that because the scripture does not establish that. Come as brethren in love. So if the first fruit be holy, the lamb is also holy. And if the root be holy, so are the branches. We have to maintain this holy root. And if some branches were broken off, you see, branches, not a branch, branches, if some tribes were broken off, and thou, being a wild olive tree, now here is you are now the one to bring it to us. The wild olive tree, the one to bring it on us. Were grafted in among them, and with them partakest the root partaketh the root and fatness of the olive tree. Boast not against the branches. It's the branches, the tribes. He's telling the Gentile nation, don't boast against the branches, the tribes, because now you have the Gospels. There are many of your Orthodox churches, Catholic churches, most of them which are false, but they agree on the King, our King. Yes. But if you boast, you bears not the root, but the root you. You are not the one who brought this gospel to yourself. It was brought from Israel, the 12 tribe of Israel, and especially the root which came from Yesu, son of David from the tribe of Judah. That Yesu, son of David from the tribe of Judah, not other Judahites, but that Judah, that branch. Boast not against the branch, but if you boast, you bear not the root, but the root you. You will say then, the branch were broken off that I may be grafted in. Oh, the branches are now in Deuteronomy 28. But I am grafted in because the time of the Gentile must be fulfilled. They are grafted in. He's saying here, well, because of the unbelief, they were broken off. Because of our unbelief. See now Christ say, crucify him, let his blood be on us and our children. And stand by faith, and you stand by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear. Telling this to the churches. Don't see these black Hebrew Israelites and say high-minded on them, you Christians. Fear. Because what happened to them, how else will you be spared? For if God spared not the natural branches now, the black Hebrew Israelites, take heed lest he also spare you not. He will not spare the Christians who are called, the Gentiles who are called by his name. So behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of God on them which fell, severity, but unto the goodness. So here is where now they establish the grafted in to say the 10 tribes grafted in onto the tribe of Judah. We are saying all the 12 tribes of Judah, of Ephraim, are branches under this vine, as he said here, our king, the vine which is our king. Then now, now let's go to this verse, you see, other nations called by the Gentiles, called by the name of the Lord. It's written in Acts and also Amos. So we have to learn these Gentiles now who are grafted in. It's written in Acts 15:17, but also in Amos. We'll see them. That the rest of mankind may seek the Lord, even all the Gentiles who bear my name, said the Lord who does this thing. Where did the Lord say this? Where did the Lord say this? Let's go. I'll show you. Who are these Gentiles who are grafted in here? They are not us. We are your fellow brethren, fellow natural branch. You have to understand that. These are also written in Amos 9:12. Amos 9:12. Let's start Amos 9, the whole of it. When you go to Amos 9, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathens, which are called by my name, says the Lord that does this. So are we Edomites now? Are the 12 tribes the Ephraimites Edomites? Because we don't know. We had some Gibeonites issue. Now maybe that's what we told. But all that is because of establishing a kingship which will never be established unless until Shiloh comes, and that we'll cover. We taught this actually, but you see, when you want to establish another King David, you'll find yourself disrespecting even the king. You must disrespect his positions. You'll speak these words, no, Shiloh's not this. You'll speak many words. Shiloh is peace, yes. I'll show you. King Yesu is peace himself. He is the peace. He is the resurrection, actually. You can say, oh, the resurrection is not a person, but he is the resurrection. He is the life. You say, oh, the life is not a person. He is the life. You say, oh, he's the way. Hey, way is not a person. He's the way. Oh, the truth is not. He's the truth. He's also the peace. He's Shiloh. So if I get time, we'll go there. Because now people want to play these grammar words only to establish their political agenda, which actually cannot stand, because Judah and Ephraim has united. Actually, in the Congress, we are with a lot of Judah brother. They are the one who created even this Zoom meeting, which now we'll be doing together. Our brother Courtney, Peter Oduama, most of them. It's Judah who created, because you see, this Congress is from their license. It's from Judah, actually. This 12 tribe of Israel Congress, this specific Zoom meeting is from Judah. We go to our Judah brother, not Judah the Hebrew now, because they are trying to establish the human king very violently. And we just go there in the Sabbath, because that's how we vote. Because they're in the Sabbath now, our king is there, yes, is there now. So they can do nothing, no harm on us, even if they want to. Then now we go with our brother in Judah in the Congress, and we are welcoming them to join this Congress. All the black Hebrew Israelites, all the black Hebrew Israelites worldwide, you are welcome, regardless your doctrine. Just come to the Congress and speak together the scriptures, the love works. And that's a nation in the brotherhood, because it's read, by this will the whole world know if you love one another. So those who want to establish kingship, explain this now. Because these are the grafted in. They may possess the remnants of Edom and the heathen, which are called by my name, said the Lord who does this. And this is the same verse we have studied now in Acts 15:17. Let's read it fully. Acts 15:17. The heathens, people want not to pin it on us. Many things are trying to be pinned on us. But they can't stick, because we don't fear men. We fear the Lord and his seat. We don't want to stay as kings. We say that openly. And we have no issue with having any brothers calling them elders. We have no issue with that. But leave the king seat, leave King Jesus' seat, and leave dominion over trying to say all of us now we are saved through Judah as a tribe. No. Even Judah was saved first, not so people he needed salvation actually. Like our other Judah brothers know this. The same verse has been repeated here actually. After this, you see, so let's read this. Okay, we start here. Simon has declared, yes, Simon, this is Peter, has declared how God at first did visit the Gentiles now. Simon is an Ephraimite, Peter, to take out of them a people for his name. So this Peter now is saying, so the whole verse here you see about those Gentiles now. So Peter had this encounter. He's meeting heathens. You know, this now is from Galilee. He wasn't from Jerusalem, Peter. So you can't say the northern kingdom, because it's out of those people. Why is now Simon Peter saying has declared how God at first did visit the Gentiles to take out a people by his name. So this is now, when we went back to Amos now, which you already read, it's the same thing, Amos 9. Those are the grafted in. 9:12, I think. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and the heathen, which are called by my name, says the Lord that does this. So don't bring the grafted in on the people called, because you're grafted in the name of our king. But in what order? Let's go and see the order. It's Deuteronomy 32. Don't worry. It's not that they are going to share our our what? Deuteronomy. God has order, brothers and sisters. So this is the long verse. But let's read 32. For their vine is the vine of Sodom. You see this? The olive vine, you see? In the field of Gomorrah, their grapes are the grapes of Gal. Their clusters are bitter. This is not a natural branch. These are the world vines. Their wine is poison of dragon and cruel venom, ASAP. So if you read this whole verse, you read it on yourself, you see it. The Lord, and let me show you one thing to see, to understand it. Let me show you. You see, when the Most High divided to the nation their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So these heathens are to be possessed by the Israelites. So they are numbered according to the number of the children of Israel. You see, from the 12 tribes, now they are below us. That's why when we went to Amos, you see, possessing the remnants of Edom and the heathen. Why are we possessing them? Because they are under the 12 tribe of Israel. So I wanted you to understand this. So the Lord used these people now. As the way Paul said in Romans 11, to bring jealous, you see. But Yeshurun, which is now is Jacob, or we say the 12 tribes of Israel, worked fat. It's even written in that area, worked the fat, and kicked, and you are worked fat. You are grown thick. You are covered with fatness. Then he forsake God which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. So when we became fat, prideful, we forsake the Lord. He came, our king, very lonely on a donkey. We forsake him. Which king is this? We want a human king in a military way. That's how Judas Iscariot expected, and that's why he ended in where he ended. So they provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. We provoked our God into jealousy with strange God. With abomination provoked him to anger. We made our God feel jealousy. Now, God made it turn on our side now. He chose the Gentiles, gave them the gospel to provoke us into jealousy. So he carried on. They sacrificed unto devils, not to God. To gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom their fathers feared not. And you should not fear these gods. And these people who are teaching this, don't fear them. Don't fear them. Love them, don't fear them. And pray for them. We are praying for our brothers. We are praying for our brothers. And of the rock that begat thee, you are unmindful, and you have forgotten God that formed thee. He's talking of the all 12 tribes, not only Judah here. This is Moses, Deuteronomy 32. Read the whole verse. I love this verse actually. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them, he hated us, because of the provoking of his sons and his daughters. We provoked our Lord, and he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. All of the 12 tribes, God said, I will see how your end will be. For they are a very froward generation, children in whom there's no faith. They have moved me to jealousy. We moved our God into jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. These are the grafted in Gentiles, the wild vine, which were not of the natural branches. I will provoke them to anger with the foolish nation. These are the foolish nations. Don't pin this onto have respect on the tribes. Really, brother, have respect on the tribes. We respect you much. Respect the tribe, because respect the king's seat, respect the tribes. You must. So we carry on. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundation of the mountains, will all be destroyed because of this, bringing our God into this thing. So you can read this and see. So in the end, but God thought of himself. He even went on. Okay, let me just carry on. Not, I will heap mischief upon them. I will spend mine Aaron upon them. They shall be burned with hunger and devour with burnt heat and with bitter destruction. I will also send teeth of beast upon them with the poison of serpent and dust. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both young and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make their remembrance of them to cease among men. We'll all forget ourselves as Israelites. This is not only Judah here, but here now is where the Lord made a U-turn. Were it not that I fear that the wrath of my enemies, let the adversary should behave themselves strangely, and let they should say, our hand is high, and the Lord has not done this. So God feared, oh, this nation should be prideful, that they'll say that, oh, we are the ones which did this power on these black Hebrew Israelites. No, they didn't have power on us. It's the Lord took them to bring us into jealousy because we took their other gods to bring the Lord into jealousy. And he drafted them in the name of the Lord, so in the name of our King Jesus, so as natural branches, so as now we could also feel jealousy to fulfill the times of the Gentiles. So now, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there understanding unto them. Oh, that they are wise, that they understood that they will consider their later end. They could know that it's not them. That's why I usually laugh when I see brothers want to protect themselves when they don't know God is the one protecting anybody. If God is not protecting you, you cannot hide. Like us, we give numbers to everybody. Do us what you want. We cannot fear giving people numbers. You see, oh, I'm afraid you don't. No, 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 no. We know the one in power is our God. And that's why most of the brothers say the scripture is corrupted. They cannot corrupt the scripture. You are giving power to people who have not this power. All of them had to be called, named drafted in by Jesus to have power by King Jesus. So that's why there's Orthodox Church in Russia, there's Catholic Church. Even if they are corrupting what they are doing, but they had to get in that vine. No one is getting power in this world without our King. Stop giving power to people who are powerless. These people are not powerful. How should one chase 1,000 and put 10,000 men to flight, except their rock has sold them and the Lord has shut them up? You think these people are powerful? It's the Lord who sold us to them. These people are not powerful. They don't have the power you think they have. For their rock is not our rock, even our enemy themselves being judged. For their vine is the vine of Sodom, the field of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. They are clustered bitter. These are now what we studied now in Romans 11, what it's called the unnatural branches. So, brothers and sisters, these things are plain. Don't have an agenda. If you don't have agenda in your pocket, you'll see these things are plain. You see, they were you see, if you go to the natural branches, we are all the natural branches, but the grafted in now, the grafted in are those which I've explained. So we'll go on because I know our brothers are very tough and say to this, they will respond and we'll keep on edifying them. But here now I come to the natural branches again. You natural branches, 12 tribes of Israel, your congress has been instituted, a brotherly congress. Come as brothers and sisters, discuss the love works together. The app of finance is being instituted. Every money coming, getting out should be seen. Come with the scriptures and discuss together. This is the meeting ID, and this is the password. And also now, this is the time, 6 p.m. East African time. Every Saturdays. It's recurring every Saturdays. So that is good. But I want to show now, the scepter departed from Judah a long time ago, actually. It departed. Let's read this. The vine and the branches, this is what I was saying. No Judah sitting king since Jeremiah 22:30, brothers and sisters. Since Jeremiah 32:30 was fulfilled. Let's read Jeremiah 22:30, yeah? Okay, let me try 22:30. Yes, it's here. You see? He is written, thus said the Lord, write ye this man. Which this man? This is Jeconiah. You read it, you see. Write ye this man childless. Write this man is childless, a man that shall not prosper in his days. For no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David and ruling any more in Judah. So no more human king was there. No more. It was no more. And to prove there was no more, I'm giving this challenge to the brothers who want to bring a human king in this era. Show us the human king from the tribe of Judah, since the first temple was destroyed by the Nebuchadnezzar Babylonians. Show us. Because if you say the scepter shall not depart, it's always on Judah. We should see it now, never leaving. Why has it left? For ages, actually. Giving chance to the Maccabees to rule, which are Levites, the Herodians, then pillars the Gentiles until now the time of Gentiles to be fulfilled. Which you and me are still living on those times, fulfilling the Deuteronomy curses. And now we are waiting for our king now, yes, to come. You say the scepter shall not depart until Shiloh come. Did Shiloh come here? What is he saying? Why was Jeconiah the last king? And there was no more legitimate sitting king, human king. Thus said the Lord, write ye this man childless, a man that shall not prosper in his days. For no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David and ruling anymore in Judah. Show us. Because you have to be authentic also with the history. You can't just now you'll be born yesterday and now the scepter never department. All your forefathers did not have a king from Judah. Did Shelah come? So you have to understand this. Understand to understand. God made sure the scepter directly departed from Judah in Jeremiah 22:30. Then not only that, let's go even to Ezekiel 21. You see it. You see it to understand. Don't create this called, in Swahili we call it ushabiki. Followership, just loving something because it sounds good for your tribe. No. This is not a tribal matter. This is a national matter. No lesson of love, repentance, Judah king, Judah king, Judah king. Brothers, that's why they are very afraid of Menelik, because at least their brothers Menelik, even though they hate them, they have even the Sadok priesthood, because at least they know that you cannot establish a king without the Sadok priesthood. But they usually say the Sadok priesthood done away, but the king is still on the, I don't know how that goes. And that's why they are very afraid of those Menelik people, which we have nothing to do. And now we understand why they are afraid of them. It's because they are so deep in this. So they fear anything. And that's why they say the envy of Ephraim is kingship. I'll show you the envy of Ephraim is not even kingship. Actually, the envy of Ephraim was trying to establish Moses to be king, trying to establish this one king. We'll show you now. Because we explained in the last area that the envy of Ephraim cannot be kingship, because no one is even kingship. Let me show it. Actually, let me show that first, the envy of Ephraim. So if you go to Numbers, if you go to Numbers 11:29, you'll see now, in the King James. And Moses said unto him, saying to Joshua, Joshua is an Ephraimite, envious you for my sake? Are you envious for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and the Lord will put his spirit upon them. So you read the context of here, you'll see. Joshua was seeing this as the spirit of the Lord going to the 70 elders from all tribes. And he starts feeling angry. No, Moses, now the spirit of the Lord is going to these other people. It should be only you. Moses told you, Ephraim, Joshua, are you envious for my sake? Do you want me only to be king? I wish all the Lord's people to receive the spirit. And that's what the Lord did, and that's what instituted the congregation, and that's why the envy of Ephraim departed. It's because we understand that Joel 2:28 is being fulfilled right here, right now, like in the times of our forefathers also, the apostles. And afterwards, I'll pour out my spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams and see vision. This is the Congress, all of us. So we cannot be envious, because actually, check yourself. You are the ones now envious, maybe. Because you're deep. Oh, the envy of the kingship, the envy of kingship. No. Look at the numbers. The envy was preventing the spirit of the Lord to go to the whole Congress, wanting to be on one human king. No, Moses, let it be you. Because Joshua the Ephraimite was with Moses in his right hand everywhere. Like how these brothers wanted me now to be with them everywhere. And then now establishing them and be retaining now, not this other tribe, not to receive the spirit, and they be only the king. Moses even rebuked Ephraim on that. Are you envious of my sake? Do you want a human king? I want all the people of the Lord to receive the spirit. So that is what we want from the tribe of the envy departed a long time ago. It's only the envious people when they put a mirror on them. When they see envy of Ephraim, it's their envy because they want a human king. But the envy of Ephraim departed. And they cannot vex us. They are not even vexing us. Actually, it's indignation. It's Matthew 20, read it to 24. That is the indignation. Ephraim and Judah have united. Come into the Congress and you will see. You will see. Because that's just Judah the Hebrew. Judah as the tribe and Ephraim as all the people have united. That's only few people who want to establish. Few people cannot, there are few people. You have to understand that. And they will not take us back like, you see, Ephraim still envious, Judah is vexed. No, Judah is not vexing us. He's the one helped us. Actually, the one helped us to create this Zoom Congress. He's the one, this is Judah. He's the one created this Zoom Congress. This is Judah because you see, he's the one who created all this actually. This is Judah. So the envy departed so long, there's no vexation actually. So let me carry on actually. Okay. Wow, the time is running. Let me finish this. Let me just cut this. But maintaining love. Our topic here is John 15. Maintaining love, brothers and sisters. Don't fear them, but maintaining love. Don't fear them. Because if you fear them, the Lord will rebuke you. He has sent us to them to tell them in their face. If we don't do that, the Lord will rebuke us. It's written here. People have to understand why we're doing this. We didn't come here to bring or to debunk people. No. We just went to the Nano people saw us. We are going to team up the brother. We say, okay, let's see, we'll partner in this area. Then, behold, they want to be king. Before that, we didn't even know that's, we had our callings, you see. We had our callings. Okay, I'm digressing so much. So, sorry. And making Babylon captivity. So, if you go to Ezekiel 21, let's go to Ezekiel 21. If you go to Ezekiel, this has many answers, but I can't go everywhere. You'll read and see everything. But if you go now here, thus said the Lord God, remove the adornment, the crown. This is the crown. Take off the crown. This shall not be the same. Exalt him that is low and above him that is high. That is the balance which John the Baptist brought. No more that human king. You went here. I will overturn it. and it shall be no more until he come whose right it is, and I'll give it to him. You see, this here is meaning the people of Judah. Their kingship has been overturned. You see here, Son of man, set thyself to Jerusalem and from the south toward the holy place and prophesy against the land of Israel. And if you go, you go. Because of time, I want to find the specific nodes. You see the road. About the road, it's been taken away until Shiloh comes. Yes, Shiloh is Jesus. And you'll know, Jesus is everything, you see? Judah in Jerusalem. So the sword this meant there was for Judah. So when you come and hear, see the out, thus say the Lord, remove the diadem, take off their crown, take off the crown. This shall not be the same. Exalt him that is low, abase him that is high. I will overturn, bring the brotherly in balance. Overturn it. It shall be no more until he come those whose it is that I will give it to him until Shiloh comes. So another point, oh, Shiloh is not Jesus. They can say that in everything. Say, oh, the resurrection is not a person. The life is not a person. The truth is not a person. The way is not a person. It's a, no, brothers. All that is Jesus. That is King Jesus. Those who know, I know you know it. If you put your agenda aside, you cannot know it with your that agenda which you have. But I know you know it actually. It's actually I won't even go further in that. I know they know it. They know Shiloh is Jesus. Even the same strong concordance which he used, there it's even read Messiah. And then he started explaining, no, you see, but this here is the Christian. No. You went to the Strongs to establish who is Shiloh, you found the Messiah. Don't bring additional words there. Why did you go to the Strong then? If you explain, you could just leave it. But you don't go there. You find the explanation, then explain the explanation then. Doesn't go that way. You could just be speaking then without going to the Strongs. So even after Babylon captivity, no Judah king was possible to sit until the Maccabees, who were Levites, and the Herodians, who were Edomites, established a form of rulership. So you don't see a human king until you see your king comes riding on a donkey. You see, Hosanna to the son of David, Hosanna to the son of David. There is where you see now a king. But they don't recognize the king with that humility. That's the problem. So even now, read this quick. From the ones born in Babylon, Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel only means those born in Babylon, which now we are Zerubbabel from Judah, which was accompanied with the Joshua high priest from Levi. All focused not to create a human king, but to only build the temple and never establish kingship. They never tried to establish kingship. You'll never see Zerubbabel as the king. He knew what these brothers don't want to see. And the temple via Levites was the central area of gathering since after Babylon captivity to Jesus King Jesus first coming. It was only the temple. It was only the brethren congress. It was only that. And they came to create Sanhedrins, things like that, but you don't see a Judah king. Even great leaders at that time, like Nehemiah, came from Benjamin, not Judah as a tribe. Nehemiah was at Benjamin. He was motivated to build the sepulchre of his fathers. If you read Nehemiah 2:3, the fathers, you see now, the sepulchres of his father, which were in the land of Benjamin, in the allotted land of Jerusalem. Jerusalem people don't know. Jerusalem was in the territory of Benjamin, not. So you just read Joshua 18:11-28. You'll see Jerusalem was in the territory of Benjamin. So when Nehemiah was concerned with the sepulchres of his fathers, it's because the sepulchres of his father, he was a Benjamite, but there's more evidence. He was from the same palace which Mordecai came from. And Mordecai is explicitly written a Benjamite from Kish. Read Esther 2:5. Serve and hence some believed he was the grandson of Mordecai. So some believe this Nehemiah was the grandson of Mordecai. And also the great grandfather of Saul, which is Paul the Benjamite from Kish. Ezra was a Levite. So even Ezra was not from Judah. He was a Levite. Because God was keen to never institute any human king from the seed of David until King Yesu come. The Shiloh written in Isaiah 4:9, but I'll give you more verses now. They say, this is peace. Shiloh means peace. Yes, let's see now. Let's see now. Who is that peace? Colossians. I don't know how to spell in this. Colossians 1. These things are so easy if you don't have an agenda. But if you start with an agenda in the pocket, they will be very difficult. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto himself. By him I say, whether there are things in earth or things in heaven. So he's the peace. He's the one who brought the Shiloh. He brings reconciliation for things in earth and heaven. So he's the Shiloh. When he came, brothers and sisters. You are not taking the scepter on him when he's sitting on the right hands of God, and then you come. I don't know if you come again, you take the scepter from. How will it be? I don't know even how it's going to be. So we see he's the peace here. He's the one who having made peace through his blood on the cross. But let's carry on. There's more evidence. John 4:20. John 4. Let's go to John 4. Start 20:25. This woman was telling, and this is because they say, you see, salvation is from the Jews, meaning that it's from them. Then trying to bring now, as they want to say, those brothers want to say the Jews grafted in, they say, salvation from the Jews, meaning that we are going to the Jews. Listen what Jesus was saying here. This woman from Samaria, from Ephraim, was saying this. Our father worshipped in the mountains, and you say, in Jerusalem, the place where we got men to worship. Because for so long Shiloh was in the lands of Ephraim, so she was trying to debate some other doctrines which are not health. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour comes when you shall neither in this mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship you know not what. But we know what we worship, for salvation is from the Jews. So they use here. Go in the context of worship, knowing what to worship, salvation for the Jews, so they go there. But they don't finish it. And they say, don't pick scriptures, but they are the one doing this. Because they know actually no one will be reading the whole Bible, so they're just pouring when they want to preach the agenda. But the hour comes, and now is, when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeks such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship in spirit and truth. The woman says, I know the Messiah comes, which is Christ. When he comes, he will tell us all things. Now he's here. This is the point of agreement. Jesus said unto her, I that speak unto thee, I am he. I am the salvation which is coming from the Jews. I am the one now. I am the vine, and you are the branches. And even the Gentile branches, which will be grafted in, will be called by the name of him. Easy, without an agenda. Easy. Easy. You see, even Jeremiah 23, 26. They use Jeremiah 23, I think 5, but they don't go 26. Jeremiah 23. Don't go to 6. You see that Judah, in this day Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is the name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. This is the name they don't want to mention. Because that human king they want to create, his name will be the Lord our righteousness. His name will be the Lord our righteousness, if that's what they want to say. So Shiloh, yes, is a place of peace. And our king is the peace. My peace I give to you. My peace I give to you. Not like the world give 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 you. Not like the world That is Shiloh. So Shiloh is the place of peace through mercy seat, tabernacle carrying ark of the covenant, God dwelling with us. And Shiloh, you can't say, oh, Shiloh has not come. Shiloh, you see, these things of the Lord come with stages, which all stage are to be honored. And all stages mean something. So Shiloh 1 was the established Shiloh. This was a transit era from wilderness to Ephraim Shiloh, pending God's choice of first temple Jerusalem, because they didn't kill the Yebus yet. They didn't take Jerusalem yet. So the temple was dwelling on Ephraim. It was called Shiloh, the place. So when King David came in 2 Chronicles 6:6, God made a choice. This was the era of crowning King David, picked by naming his son Solomon, peace Shiloh. So even Solomon was called according to Shiloh because now it was the peak of that first transition of the established Shiloh. It was established there now. Hence the scepter departed from Judah in Jeremiah 22:30 after destruction of this first Shiloh. So when you read Genesis 49:10, the area with the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet. This is meaning and to establish first Shiloh. That's why you see when David now gets Jebus, Jerusalem, and he tells his son Solomon Shiloh or Salama or Shalawam or anything, he called him by this name and he built that Shiloh name. And then when he built it, because it's not yet sealed, and you see why there's a sealed Shiloh, it's coming. I'm going to show you. The scepter was now in that line of King David. You see now the kings of David from there going on. That will start with King David. Before that, actually, you find it's because what you'll find is Benjamin, Saul. You'll find not even king from Judah before that. Actually, before King David, there's no king from Judah. Actually, so where was the scepter then? Where was the scepter then? Now, when it was sealed, Shiloh 2, the second temple. This is the temple which now sealed Shiloh. How do I know that, Kiddy? How do I know that? Sealed, this sealed the eternal peace, as we said. This is the one Haggai. Let's go to Haggai 2:9. Let's go to Haggai 2:9. Am I writing right? Okay, yes, Haggai 2. You will see this is the greater one than the past. The glory of this latter house, this latter temple, the second temple, shall be greater than the former, said the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, said the Lord of hosts. So this second temple is where now Shiloh was sealed. That's why you see them when the Zerubbabel is coming and these other people. You don't see them crowning king. They know their scepters already passed because Shiloh is coming. He's coming in this temple. They were waiting on this Shiloh. So this is a sealed Shiloh which now it was over until Shiloh come. Here is where now, this is the temple which Jesus, King Yesu came and found. Until Shiloh, it was over there, brothers and sisters, over. And Zerubbabel knew it, and all that's why there was no king. If you say the scepter shall never depart, show us the kings then. Show us. Where was the king after the first temple? Who? You can't say the scepter shall not depart when the reality is the scepter has departed and is not there. Just to establish yourself as king or your tribe, which was not from the line of David. And we'll come to that also. Zechariah 12:7. You are not from the seed of David, brother. You are Judah, yes, but not all Judah are from the seed of David. And you're even walking up, God saw first the tents of Judah, so as the glory of this seed of David now should not glorify against them. That is what is being taught there. So let's see that also to see that because it's also an area which is very clear, but because Zechariah 12. It's Zechariah 12, I don't know. Let me try. Is Zechariah 12 or what? I think it's 12. Oh, oh yes, it's 12:7. And the Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first. The tents of Judah, brothers, are not the seed of David. When God was choosing a king, he went to a family of Jesse. All the tents of Judah were there. Then he went to the family of Jesse. There were many children there. He went to this another child called David. Even Saul chose him last, actually. And from David now is where now we trace the kingship, not Judah. So don't say Judah is king. So when when he was saving first the tents of Judah, it was for this reason. This is the reason here. That the glory of the house of David and the glory of inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. You see, the glory is even in this other part here. The glory is not here in the saving first. The glory is even in this second part here. This glory here in this second part should not magnify them according to the first, the ones in Judah. Because God was feeling mercy upon you. But now you're using the mercy to bring pride. You had no seed of David, so no legitimacy there. And there's nowhere it's written you have to establish a Judahite. No, it's the seed of David. Seed of David. And that's already now, it's even taken in Revelation very easily. Revelation, the final book, Revelation. You can't go after this. Can't go after this. This is the final book. I, Jesus, O King Jesus, sent my angel to give you. This is the testimony for the churches or the congregation, the congress. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright morning star. So don't bring this anymore. It's very easy if you don't have an agenda. Very easy. Doesn't take even an elite. So this now coming Shiloh, this millennial temple, is not substituting the peace which was already established here. The peace was established here. It's go Haggai 2:9. I won't repeat this. So here now, it is the New Jerusalem to live what was already achieved. It was already achieved. That's why Jesus is not dead. The king is sitting right now. You can't institute another king where there's another king sitting on the right hand of God. There's another king ruling. To live what was already achieved after fulfilling Deuteronomy 28 curses. So it's upon us now to fulfill our time and the Gentiles to fulfill their times, as it was, I've already explained it here. So it's easy. So if you go to the book even of, I think, Psalms, you have to see that it's this waiting for the coming millennium does not remove that the shadow does not come. Actually, God even told Jesus, our King Jesus, sit on my right hand. Bible verse, let's see. So he's sitting. Why is not interested in this? Psalms 110. 110:1. Let's start. Okay, I see this of Matthew first, even Matthew 22:4. So Jesus is already sitting as king. So without other king for what? You even said Babylon will be destroyed at the end, and we're seeing Babylon was used to destroy the kingship of the first Jeconiah. So see, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou unto my right hand. He's already sitting as king on the right hand of power, till I make thy enemy thy footstool. So their waiting is to fulfill the time of Gentiles, and these people who pierced him to fulfill the Genesis 28 is not for us to establish another new king. It's even written now in Psalms 110:1. Psalms 110:1. I think it's the place where I don't know if the Lord is laughing here. Psalms 110. And here now is where now we are laughing also. Okay. The Lord said unto the Lord, sit thou unto my right hand until I make the enemy the footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of strength out of thine. This is the road with him. Rule you in the midst of thy enemies. He's already sitting, just waiting these times to end and complete. Not in the times we are fulfilling our Deuteronomic curses, and the times of Gentiles are not fulfilled actually. Babylon was not be destroyed. We establish another king there. No. We have to fulfill our curses. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauty of your holiness. Okay, after order of Melchizedek. Okay. So you can read this. You can read this, but he's sitting on the right hand already. Already. So, brothers and sisters, let me end here because this has been the longest of my lessons to date. But let me end with this. We have instituted the love works. We have instituted now the Congress. So no one has power actually to even establish what they want to achieve, to establish. So just you can keep listening to their dreams and pray for them in love. But this now is Joel 2:28. The Spirit is upon you all, brothers and sisters, and we cannot be envious by saying, no, Spirit to come with you. Like how Moses said, are you envious for my sake? No, 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 no. The Spirit, let the Spirit pour upon all the people of the Lord, come in the Congress every week on Saturday from 6 p.m. Every Saturday from 6 p.m. we go on till 10 p.m. East African time. This is the meeting ID. This is the passcode. You can go to our channel, Instagram, Sub-Sahara Israelites. You go to our page, which is Family Assembly, where we'll be sharing this. So welcome, brothers and sisters. Please dwell in love. My lesson today was John 15. So please go back to John 15 and understand what. Let me end with this, John 15, because some people may misinterpret because of their insecurities. Insecure people usually misinterpret things so much. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I've loved you. So this is what we live by. The love works. Come to the This is why unite that. We don't. This is where unite that. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Let me end here. Stop recording. May the Lord be with you, or Israel will love you so.